We are starting on a little retro project right now, and we thought it was cool enough that we're templating this to the nth degree. So if this is something that you guys would like, we're gonna offer it on our website and you'll be able to pick it up. We're gonna do this. You would have a proof, you'd know what you're doing, but we pre-make it, you can order it, and we're gonna do this video so that if you like it, you can do it yourself, and this will show you how. So these are real simple. Main thing is just looking at, you know, we've got the dark to light. This is the setup right here, running at this angle. And we're just gonna take it, put it on there, and what we've done is we've already pre-cut it. So you're just gonna take it, peel it, and line it up. So right up here, you're just gonna find where you wanna go, and we're gonna kind of split the difference up here. And you'll be able to take this and just slide it right up underneath, right there. And it doesn't have to go all the way, you're not gonna have to go all the way up because you're not gonna see it under there, right? So we have it set up to roll about a 1/2 inch back up underneath. Once you set it like this, we have the masking on it. It's gonna hold it nice and square for you. You're just gonna take and make sure it's in there. And then we're gonna go like this and just let it go right on down all the way. It's already cut to fit this. Once it's down to here, you're gonna take and just roll that last little bit right up underneath. And then anytime you're squeegeeing anything, you always just wanna make sure you go back over it, make sure everything's down nice and tight. We have the clear mask on there. You're gonna pull that clear mask. And you just went full retro right there. Same thing, pre-cut, we're just centering it on this section. So we're gonna take this and just line that up. And on this rubber, you can be right at that rubber or just a fuzz back from the rubber. Just because you're gonna get some flex from that window going up and down. So may not be a bad deal to be just a hint back from that rubber edge. So hot and cold weather doesn't end up pushing on your vinyl. And then we're just gonna come down. And then just make sure we're lifting it and tucking, getting it right in there. And there's an empty face right there on the back side of that, so you aren't even cutting on your vehicle. Sexy. We're DIYing this, but we're also finalizing all our templates. So when we're done here, I didn't like where this one landed, so we're gonna extend this out, but we're gonna have it exact. I'm trying to set it up so nobody has to cut anything. It'll come down, it'll run this way, it'll be all set exactly. So if you wanted to do this yourself, you could. This setup here, we're gonna run this set of lines right along this edge. So we're gonna carry it right along there. Again, so you're not taking door seals, no nothing off. Everything is gonna be set up so that if somebody wanted to give this a shot at home, they can do it. So if you don't have one of these, it's totally fine. You can just rip the back. I'm just gonna use a backing cutter and set this up. And I'm wanting to keep my lines looking pretty good and straight here is my whole overall go. So we're gonna tuck that right there. And because this piece is coming off, we've made a new piece that's a little bit longer and got a little bit different angle to it. We're gonna take this one, this is gonna run to the end of the door and it'll be done. It won't go any, this whole rest of this is gonna come off, and the new templated piece that we're doing is going to fit properly and easily for you guys. So we're gonna take this one, line it up, and our whole goal here is just to make sure we keep everything consistent. Whenever you're running straight lines, want to make sure that we're being consistent all the way down. So let's make sure we're tucking nice and clean. All right, so all I did there was set my top edge. That way we have that nice, clean, consistent little teeny gap along that black there. Then we're gonna finish it out. And down here, based on our proof, we die out right about top of the headlamp. So this is where I have that dying out. There's a little point right here. We're gonna just try and finish that out right in there. So we can take, and we can make a little marker. It's white, but I can still see it with a little grease pencil. And it just tells me where, as I pull this, where I wanna land. Because I don't have a door edge to follow. Make sure there's no dust or gunk in there. Double check this one, make sure I like where that's landing. We don't want to pull a mirror if you're not going to pull a mirror, so. So we've got ourselves pretty well cleaned up. We just tucked it underneath there real quick. We're gonna run this down. And even on our template, what we'll end up doing is we'll set this up for print so that it will literally have a dead end right there for you guys. Colors are sick. All right, so here what I'm doing is I'm just trimming on the back side of this door. So I push down a little bit, trim right on the back edge of that door. It's an empty face. Again, we're not cutting on the vehicle. That allows us, if this is the front of the vehicle, this is the back of the vehicle, all the wind, rain, snow, anything coming this way, we have more of a flap on this end, so we can take that, roll that over, and we don't have stuff hitting our leading edge. We'll do the same thing up front as well. Front quarter panel, I'm gonna cut on the back edge of that quarter panel. That way, again, I have this leading edge, and then this is the door. So if I give it just a little bit of push, I can get it right along the back edge of that door. Then we can take and cut that off. That way we're still getting some roll around on that door and we don't have an edge exposed to the elements. And then we can take that and just roll that around the edge. And then we just gotta tuck that under the mirror. And I think, depending on the vehicle, we'll have to template something for around these mirrors. But everybody watching knows what they're doing. They can handle this. Bring it around the back just a little bit. Like that. And then right up along that edge of the rubber. And that way we just got a clean, consistent line. This door, we're just gonna heat it, work our way around. It just gives us a very nice, clean edge. Now this is the edge that everything's going towards, snow, grime, everything. So now we have a clean edge, and that stuff's not gonna catch in there, ruin the graphic over time. So we're going to, hey,
there's about $15 worth wasted.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? So this is what you do, right? People using Knifeless, and like I like to keep my Knifeless close by. I hate if it hits the floor. So you want to keep it in the bag because it just keeps your edges of your Knifeless clean. If you don't, then you'll get all kinds of gunk along it. But then while you're doing stuff, let's do this, because I'm good with this piece here. Is you can take your magnet, works like a champ. All right. So we're gonna run that right there, and that'll trim. Then we're gonna just line this bottom edge up there and there. All right, just gonna make sure that stays set. And I'm gonna start right here just to, so this is the part that I've gotta match up, line up, make sure works. So I'm gonna make sure we do this part first. Line it up, line it up. And then just for a quick eyeball, I did this right here, I marked these, so I just have an idea of where it was, so as I come up, I'm keeping it consistent. The masking paper on here is going to do that in and of itself though. Good overlapping squeegee strokes. We're gonna take this, and we're gonna come back just to there. All right, so one more thing I'm doing, just dialing this in, was our final product that we want to ship out. Did we want it to wrap around this edge or not? And in doing this, I'm like, I don't, that's not gonna be something that we can expect our customers to do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a template for this piece just to lay right there. And then we're gonna make a template for a door. And that way you guys can lay them and they're all made to fit. But in doing this, I'm gonna run all this Knifeless and basically cut these on the vehicle, and then we'll template those pieces. So it'll be a lot easier than you trying to learn how to do Knifeless if you've never done it before. All right, so we ran our Knifeless right along that edge. And everything's right where we want it to be. I like it. So we're gonna take the masking off here. And then this was our second piece of Knifeless right here. So we're gonna pull that first because it was laid last. You always wanna go in reverse order. Oh, that's gonna look cool. It's gonna look more factory that way. Because an old school decal always laid in the flats, not ran around curves and whatnot. So this will look legit. All right. So now we want to carry that through nice and clean. Finished product right here, okay? Passenger side, we did the front, the back, we're gonna finish the driver's side now, but we're curious if we template this all out and finish it out, are you interested? Would you like to see this? Once this is templated out, we can do this in any color, that's the benefit. If you wanted black, gray, red, the red, yellow, orange, whatever, we'll have it made. This right now is for this year 4Runner and the few years before and after, but is there anything else you'd like to see? And we're gonna continue to work on these and develop these and make it to where we can ship them out, you can stick them, and we'll send you a free C-Dub squeegee.